Hello guys, in this video I would like to share our beautiful experience uh, uh, which it just happened last night or yesterday morning, which is another birth. I become dead third time, and now having three daughters, three girls in the house, plus the king. So I would say it's like I'm the king of three princesses, which is I'm so grateful. Uh, but what it's actually made this even more special, and I would like to share our experience about it, is giving birth actually in this time, instead of being in a hospital in a, let's say, safe and controlled environment. We did it at home in an even more uh, in safe, let's say, from our perspective, but anyway, it's even more intimate and more sensitive, more natural environment. And this was really one of our best experience, what we did so long. And I'm so grateful that Jenny actually really let herself to go through this, because it's a huge thing to do, although it is all natural. If you observe and you look nature, um, everything in nature, they, when they give birth, all mammals, they actually move away from the rest, and they find a quiet dark place where they can actually give birth on their own. So it's no much fuss about it, and they don't certainly go in a controlled place, a hospital or anything where all these lights and people running around, and they try, everybody's trying to have, it's birth takes place anyway. It's a natural thing. You cannot actually stop doing it, or happening. It's so fantastic and so beautiful when we start to changing our perception, what's actually happening, and what's going on, and being okay with that, and being okay that anything can happen, but it's still I want the best for my baby, for myself. And it's important to actually to see from that perspective. Then it's doing at home, and especially doing in a bath, which was another beautiful way. And she would probably talk more about this in details. Anyway, what I heard from her is like, after when the contractions was stable and she went into the pool, actually all the pain started to even relieve. And so the water has this calming effect on the body. And again, the pain, the birthing was much more relaxing, although it's still a big thing. It's a huge change which uh, overtakes the body, and changing the physical, changing the emotional state. Everything is like under this few hours, which is really amazing from that perspective. Because also it's like the contractions started at midnight, and she delivered the baby at 4 o'clock in the morning. And this is just such an amazing thing. I mean, the speed, and before she actually realized what's going on, it was over. And she just said today that it's day after that now she started almost awake from that dream. She wasn't even sure that it was a dream or just was reality. Um, it is it is beautiful, and it's of course it takes, how I see it's for her, it took a lot of time and the preparation to actually get into this stage. Although, because it's like all the environment, everybody is like talking differently, and of course they try to help, they try to put you in a safe position, and convince you that it's nothing wrong with giving birth in a hospital. And I can completely agree with that. There is nothing wrong. It's just there are better ways. That's how I see it. It's absolutely fine if that's what you choose, but if you want to do things differently, and if you want to do it better and give even more experience for yourself, and you're not afraid to go into this change in a bit deeper change and have more feeling, more sensations, and that's what she experienced. And you can experience in a depth what's actually going through in your body when you don't have painkillers, you don't have any medications, and you really in a quiet place where you can focus on yourself, and you can focus on what's going on inside of you, and through that you can even support your baby to coming through, because you're not stressed, you're not reacting or overreacting things, and you just go with the flow, which actually, with this big change which actually happening and happens anyway, you cannot even stop it. So it's absolutely amazing to see from that perspective what actually she went through, and I'm so grateful, and so that I was a part of it, and only two of us was here until actually the baby head was coming out in the water, and that's when the midwives they come, and in the last very last stage actually they just arrived in the right time, and had the baby come to the surface, and I mean it's just, you cannot even plan it any better. We experienced what we wanted to experience, and let's say the safety has arrived when it was needed, or mostly needed, but not before. So it was really without any disturbance, and everything was perfectly all right how we planned it. And that's how I see life. If you have a vision to life, and if you have plans for it, and if you are not afraid to go for it, it's going to happen actually as you plan to happen. So yeah, this was our best let's say birthing experience, and she already said that if there is going to happen another one after, because that was the third one already, and if there is another one will be on maybe later, then she will do it again, definitely in water, even maybe in more natural surroundings. We'll see what will happen, but till then, it's we are so grateful that we have our third daughter, our third princess here, Amelia, and we'll have a beautiful journey with her also, and all the family going to enjoy life even a more natural way in everything, not just birthing, but how we eat, how we think, how we act, which is so important to keep things in a natural way, so we can live a full life, and can live a more abundant, more natural, more respectful, more loving life and relationship with with others, with nature, with everything. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you shortly in the next videos. Ciao ciao.